What's going on, guys? It's Monday morning. I'm here on the other side of the world in Mauritius. Still here for 3 more days. I'm working on a vlog actually of the last couple days, filming and making magic here on this magical island. But this morning I had a little bit, well, tonight or today or whatever you want to call it, it's Monday, and it's right now it's 6:30 or 6:23 at night here in Mauritius on Monday. So you guys are all in the past. I'm in the future, you're in the past. And today, made a little bit of money on Sprint. This is the first trade that I've made since I've been here. Had a little bit of free time. The weather wasn't so great today. It was rainy and cloudy, so we just kind of hung out, got a massage, hung out by the pool, had a nice breakfast, lunch, and now we're getting ready to go to dinner. But I want to talk about this trade here on Sprint. So today, some news came out about Sprint. And it wasn't like amazing news. I guess it was okay news. One of the chairmen, the FCC chairman, was going to come out and he was going to say that he was going to endorse the T-Mobile and the Sprint deal. So the stock went up, I think it was up 25% at one point. And this morning I was like, ooh, it's up 25% on the idea of the FCC chairman endorsing a possible merger. So there's a lot of possibilities here. And for me, I'm one of those traders who likes to kind of look for opportunities when everybody else is being really greedy or everybody else is being really bearish. So basically for this trade, what I was looking for was pre-market, kind of holding that 760 area. Had a little bit of a bounce off the 760. We kind of showed a little bit of resistance there at the 770 area. So I ended up getting short there at 1,000 shares at 669. And obviously, you can see from the chart here that the stock went higher after that. I constantly got to remind myself when I'm trading. I think today was one of those days where it was like I really wasn't in the zone because I wasn't at home with all my normal charts and all that stuff. So I didn't have everything all set up exactly like I normally do. But today, basically, finding the Sprint chart, seeing what was going on there, seeing the action, and seeing how overextended the chart was, I was like, might be some opportunity here. So jumping in there a little bit too early, right before the bell. I thought we might just get a nice wash out there at the bell. We might wash, down to the 750 area pretty quickly. Grab 19 cents on 1,000 shares, $190, not bad, not bad. But instead, we kind of held the EMAs. You can see the EMAs on the chart there, the yellow and the blue line. Kind of held the EMAs, kind of rallied a little bit. I wasn't super worried. It wasn't like I'm really worried. I would have added a little bit more if we would have pushed up there towards the $8 area to try to increase my size and also increase my price average at that point. But instead we pushed up there to 790. We got stuck, and at that point I was like, okay, this thing's probably going to pull back. And I kind of was like holding out, and then it kind of just dropped. And I was thinking we kind of bounce up to that 790 area one more time, kind of get stuck there at 790, and then we crashed, but we just got that full-on washout like I was looking for in the beginning. So instead of getting the washout from the 769 area, we got the washout from the 790. So obviously the 790 area would have been a much better entry, no doubt about that, but that's kind of always, in hindsight here. But one thing, like I said earlier, I got to remind myself is looking for opportunities to the upside in terms of being overextended. I don't want to be shorting at the support area, which for me, I'm using the EMAs as the support. So I don't want to be shorting into support. I want to be shorting as a stock is getting overextended to the upside, and then I'm looking for that move to the downside. Even if the stock keeps going higher, normally, most of the time here, when a stock gets really overextended to the upside, when it gets off of all of the indicators, it gets off of all the support areas, it's going straight up, there's a pretty good chance it's going to pull back to the median. And obviously, using the EMAs is the median that we're looking for. So that was basically my play today. I was just kind of early. Maybe I should say I was early. Still walked away with profit. Still walked away with over $110 in profit here on a small position. But instead, I could have made $200, $300 if I would have been a little bit more greedy or had a little bit more patience in waiting for that overextended move to the upside. And we got that nice big green pop, and then it was like, bam, that's where I should have been shorting at. So good lesson for me. That's why I wanted to make this video today for you guys, talking about that. When you're going to be shorting, you want to be shorting into those pops. You want to be shorting into the resistance. You don't want to be shorting into the support. Very simple. When a stock is really overextended and it's showing kind of like, hey, this thing wants to go lower, you know, it's showing a top. That's where you want to be shorting at. You don't want to be shorting into the support. It's not always that you're going to be wrong. You know, obviously I still walked away with profit here, but I could have walked away with much more profit if I would have just gave it a little bit more time, had a little bit more patience. And at the end of the day, that's really what it comes down to with trading, is having patience. Sprint, it pulled back to the 750 area like I originally planned, but instead, you know, I had to hold it through that move to the upside and then kind of wait and watch and look for that move to the downside. Instead, I should have been waiting for a nice big green candle, get nice and like overextended, get away from the EMAs, and then hammer it, hit the bid, and go short at that point. So good little reminder for people out there who are wondering, you know, when should you be shorting? At the end of the day, we're looking for opportunities, and an opportunity for me is looking for a short as a stock is going straight up. I want to be looking for a little bit of opportunity when we get really overextended off of the overall moving averages. I got the 9 and the 20 EMA on there right now. It looks like Sprint might want to bounce here at the 760s. We'll see what happens later on, but for now, I'm done. I'm out of here. I'm going to dinner. I'll talk to you guys later on.